Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. E3 2021 just concluded with the Nintendo Direct, and I'm here to talk about it. So let's dive right on in. So the Nintendo Direct opened up with a Smash reveal, which is kind of what I was thinking would happen. They've done that in the past. It kind of sets the whole tone for how the Direct's gonna go. And today it was kind of like, oh, that character got announced. Cool. So they announced Kazuya from Tekken. I might be saying that wrong, but they announced it and I was kind of like, oh, cool, another fighter from another fighter. It wasn't anyone interesting or anyone that we were really kind of hoping for. I personally was hoping for Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I know a lot of people were hoping for Spyro or maybe Master Chief, and that all kind of just fell through. And I was kind of like, oh man, this is how they're starting it. How is this Direct really going to go? But I mean, they introduced this cool mechanic with the character, and like he turns into this like winged creature, and his final smash looked cool. And I even think the trailer that they had where he was just kind of throwing people, like he was literally throwing his opponents off a cliff to say that like, I am the strongest, I am the best. So I liked how they did that, but I wasn't super thrilled about the character. But hey, we got a new Smash character, so that's cool. They had a lot of different filler games, and I don't say that in a mean kind of way, but it was just games that were kind of like filling in space and just kind of getting from one point to the next. But then they dropped something on us, and it was rumored, and I kind of speculated it in my earlier video, but they announced a 2D Metroid game called Metroid Dread. It's coming out October 8th, and it's coming out this year. And they even had a little announcement of Metroid Prime 4 saying it's still in development, we're still working on it, but in the meantime, here's this game. And honestly, Dread looks phenomenal. Like, I haven't always been the biggest fan of 2D games, but 2D plus Metroid plus Samus, it looks like a fantastic experience, and I'm just glad we're getting something to introduce new people into the franchise. It's going to be on Switch. It's coming out this holiday. We don't have to wait too long to play Metroid again, or to experience this world and get to know Samus again. So I'm really excited about that. They're releasing 2 amiibos, which I'm sure are going to be astronomically difficult to get, but keep your eye out on those and when pre-orders go live. And I'm pretty excited. I'm thankful that this was one of those rumors, one of those pieces of information we've had for a few months that did come to light, that was like, here's this game, it's coming, just trust us. And I'm like, it's here. So it's awesome. Maybe a few weeks ago now, the Shin Megami 5 release date leaked. Atlas accidentally pushed it. We knew it was coming out in November. It almost immediately got taken down. And it's really interesting because we were kind of like, why is this already dropping? Weren't they going to save it for the Direct? Who knew? And then today it showed back up, and so we got to see the trailer. We got to see what Shin Megami Tensei 5 is going to look like, how the combat is, how the world experience is going to be, like kind of even what the story is. You know, it's like kid in Tokyo, and then it falls into another Tokyo, and it's like an evil, darker Tokyo. And so it's going to be, I know it's a really big fan favorite. It looks like it's going to be really interesting. You can catch and capture monsters reminiscent to Pokemon. And Monster Hunter Stories 2, where you can kind of add the monsters and the creatures to your team and really build on that. And so it looks really promising. It looks like a really beautiful title. I know a lot of people are excited about it. A lot of people love the franchise. I still have yet to check it out, but hopefully I'll go back and play 3 because it is on the Switch, and then go and play 5 and just kind of see what the experience is like. Oldie but goodie, Advance Wars 1 and 2 just got announced for the Switch, and they're coming out in December. And a lot of people have been petitioning, like, bring Advance Wars back, bring this game back, we love this game, bring this franchise back. And then I guess they heard us, Nintendo heard us, and they were like, okay, cool, here you go, but we're also going to bring 1 and 2. And it looked really cutesy and really fun. I don't know how people are going to respond to the graphics. Does it look like what they want or not? But I liked it, and I highly enjoyed it. And so I plan to pick it up and check it out and see how it holds up compared to what I remember that game being like. During the Nintendo Direct, they also announced a new Mario Party game as well as a WarioWare game. So that's really exciting for fans and for people, and like a lot of family multiplayer can all play together. It looks great. For Mario Party, I know they're bringing a lot of the 64 games in, and then I guess remastering for the Switch, and then that's what they're going to try to sell everyone on. And WarioWare just looks campy as ever, and like a very enjoyable experience. So a lot of surprise during this Nintendo Direct. And the final piece that they presented today was just kind of like a segment on The Legend of Zelda, which a lot of us were like, are they going to show Breath of the Wild 2? Is it even ready? Is it going to be a 2021 or 2022 release day? And They started off with Skyward Sword, kind of talked about it, why you should pick it up, why you should play it. Of course, I'm going to. It's one of the only Legend of Zelda games I never played. I never had a Wii, and when I finally acquired a Wii, the motion controls drove me crazy, so I decided not to play the game. So it's going to be like a brand new experience for me. So I'm really excited to dive into that in July. And they then introduced a Game & Watch Zelda edition, and the Game & Watch Zelda edition has 4 Zelda games, and those 4 Zelda games are actually going to be The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Link's Awakening, and Vermin starring Link. So that's not technically a Zelda game, but you get to play as Link, and it's going to be really exciting. It's like this beautiful, this green, and it looks really great, and I really hope that they aren't limited so that everyone can get them. And of course, they mentioned the Age of Calamity DLC that's coming out here shortly, and they kind of showed off Link and Zelda with new weapons and new gear, and that looked really cool. And of course, thankfully, they ended it off with the Breath of the Wild 2 teaser trailer, which was like a real teaser trailer. It showed a little bit of gameplay, and it looks like Link has lost his arm, or something's going on with his arm, and Zelda fell into this dark pit, and we don't know where she's going. And they announced that you're actually going to be able to play on the ground level and then in the sky. So like, part of me is thinking maybe they're bringing Skyward Sword in to kind of tie in the sky elements of that game and make it make sense with the Breath of the Wild 2. So we'll see. Something's going on with Link. He has all these new unique powers. He can like materialize through things, and it looks fantastic. I'm so excited to see what the team brings to us. Overall, I think the Nintendo Direct was like a 9 out of 10, if not a 10 out of 10. They had a lot of surprises, a lot of things I wasn't expecting, and it was really exciting. I know it's been such a crazy year with the pandemic, and a lot of these conferences kind of fell short, but we have to be thankful for what we have gotten because it has been such a tough year on so many people. So let me know down in the comment section below, what was your favorite part of the Direct? How are you feeling? Were the games that you wanted to see, did they show up? If not, what games were they? Let me know down in the comments, and I will check you guys later. Until then, take care.